All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you 10 ways in which you can be able to save your money effectively. Because most people say that, oh, I'm earning this a lot, kind of money, I'm not being able to save anything. And you hear a lot of complaints about people because I'm earning 20,000. How can I be able to save whatever you are telling me to save now? What should I do? Which strategy should I use? Now, this is a strategy that I'm going to use to give you. And if you follow this strategy for savings, then it makes sure that you will always have something that has been left for you to put it aside for your investment, or to build your asset column, or to build your investment portfolio. And without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, on my point number one, we are talking about how to save effectively. How to save effectively. Yeah, how to save effectively. And my point number one, I'm talking about creating a budget. You create a budget, right? You realize that if you use your money without coming up with a very good budget that is going to accommodate everything, be it your expenses, be it your basic needs, your daily needs, your wants, and also the savings. If you don't create a budget, then it means that you will have a biased financial decision, because in most cases you'll find someone paying a lot of rent, and then you forget about other things that you're supposed to do, or you allocate your money, a lot of money, in your needs and your wants, then you forget about your savings. So coming up with a budget that is going to accommodate everything, it's very important, because you are going to make sure that you have a balanced life. All right, you don't want to live a boring life, and at the same time you don't want to have a lot of fun, and then at the end of the day you have nothing that you have put aside for your future. All right, number two, you're talking about differentiate between a need and a want. Differentiate between a need and a want. Ladies and gentlemen, you realize that there is a difference between a need and a want. A need is something that you cannot do with, but a want is something that you can actually do without. A need is something that you cannot do without, right? So you might be needing food, but you don't need to eat chicken every day, but you need to eat healthy. You need to eat a balanced diet, but doesn't mean that you need to eat chicken every day. You need to wear a shoe. You can get a shoe of 1,500, but you don't need to wear a shoe of 10,000. That is what I differentiate between a need and a want. So you go for what you need. When you have money, then you can go for what you want. At the same time, we say that when you create a very good budget, you will have enough money to allocate to your wants. If it's something that you want, you can easily go for it. Number three, we are talking about work with your partner. This is for married people. Work with your partner. If you are a married person and you don't include your wife or your husband in your financial decisions, then you are having a very hard time in your marriage. And we normally recommend that if you are married, then your wife or your husband should become your financial partner, no matter what, because you guys will be able to sit down, strategize, know how you're going to save, know how you're going to grow together, and so on and so on. So if you're working alone in that house, it means that there is no even trust. You cannot trust each other. One gets money, uses it all. The other one, like the same. So you're supposed to work in terms of finances. You're supposed to be together. All right. Your husband or your wife should become your financial partner. Yeah, I'm not married, but I know very well. So we are talking about number 4 here. Understand your cash flows. Understand your cash flows. About understanding your cash flows, it's money in and money out. So understanding when you get money and actually when you spend is very important, because when you get money in, it means that you are going to put aside 20% of the money that you get before you have your money out going to other expenses and liabilities. So knowing when you get money, for example, I normally get money in 2 weeks time. You'll be able to plan yourself. You say, at the end of these 2 weeks, I'll be having these expenses and liabilities. But before I do this, I'm going to put aside 20%. Number 5, we are talking about making it automatic. Make it automatic. All right. Now, make it automatic. Every time you receive money, make sure you save fast. 20% does not belong to you. It belongs to investments and your future. So whenever you receive money, before you spend anything, pay yourself first. That is what it means. Number 6, we are talking about tracing your spending. Trace your spending. Trace your spending. And we said the best way to trace your spending is through creation a budget. We said however small an item is, be it a sweet, be it what it is, make sure it is included in the budget. You don't want to spend any money that is out of the budget. If you had budgeted for something and you have come along something else and it was not in the budget, kindly include it in the next budget. But for now, the budget is full. All right. Number 7, you're talking about looks for places to cut costs. Look for places to cut costs. And looking for places to cut costs is simply, I'm talking about point number 2, where you're supposed to differentiate between a need and a want. Because places to cut costs is the items you buy. For example, if you buy a lot of expensive clothes, then you need to cut costs, and kindly you start buying middle clothes in terms of prices, because you're trying to cut costs and of course trying to get some to build your asset column. Then number 8, you teach your children how to make money. Teach your children about money. You realize that when you're growing up with your children, you teach them how money works, and of course they will even be able to understand that my dad needs to save for our future education, and so on and so on. So teaching your children how to save money is very important. Number 9, you need to start now. Number 9, start saving now. Start saving now. Ladies and gentlemen, do not wait for tomorrow to start saving. It is right now. Do not postpone anything. Start saving now. And number 10, the last one is enjoy life, right? Enjoy life. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just save without having fun, then itafika mahali uboeke and you see the life has no meaning. So make sure that you enjoy life as you save, and that's why you have some percentage in your wants or for your entertainment. All right. Thank you so much. This is John Mweri, professional accountant. We meet in our next video. Thank you.